Hi everybody, this is Shawna Audet from the Flying Cat Academy. Before we jump into the Reading Remediation Program lessons, we're going to do the Core Phonics Survey. This 20-minute assessment allows us to identify the gaps in the students' learning. We'll use this to target our teaching. So let's get started. Step 1 is to print off the sheets. Step 2 is divide them into 2 piles. The teacher will have the teacher record form sheets, and then you'll give one at a time as the test goes on. You'll give out these student sheets to the student. We begin with section 1, which is letter names. Can the student name the uppercase letters? And to do this, the teacher will be reading from their script, which says, "Can you tell me the names of these letters?" Right here is what the student's seeing on their page. And as the student's reading, the teacher is writing down as much information as they can about the types of mistakes that are happening. So for example, if the student said B instead of D, I would write down B, where the D is, so that I knew what the mistake actually was. And then once they're finished, you tally it all up and you can write the total score there. And then you would move on to section 2. And you give out the paper, read the script, teacher marks down the errors that are occurring, and then tallies up the score. And on it goes. And there's also instructions for if a student is struggling in any of the sections, then you just follow the instructions here. So if a student cannot name 3 or more consecutive letters, the teacher says, look at the letters and tell me which ones you do know. And that's really all the instructions that you need on this one, because the script is right there for you. When you're finished, there is a little record form where you can tally it all up. And the bottom is you're going to write down, if there were some areas where they have some knowledge, but, maybe they've got a little bit of fluency, but they haven't mastered it, then those are things we'll review with them. And then what are the skills that are, unknown to them? Maybe the sound of you is completely unknown. Yeah. So I think you've got what you need to get started. And I'll also put a link to a video of someone actually doing the Core Phonics Survey with a student if you wanted to see that in practice. Once you've completed the Core Phonics Survey, for now, you can just put it in the back of the teacher's book in the section called Other. Later on, when we're 6 lessons in, you might feel comfortable enough with all the different sections of the lesson that you're ready to look back at the Core Phonics Survey and see what sounds are unknown to the student, and then we'll teach them in the new content section of the lesson. But you won't be worrying about that at the beginning because there's so many moving parts here, and for the first 5 lessons, you'll just be following my script. Best of luck, and I'll meet you in lesson 1.